Take a moment here, and then on an inhale, float those arms up, extended mountain. Exhale, hinge at the hips, folding forward, Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, root into the palms, yogi's choice, float back to chaturanga or take a plank. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, transition to your downward dog. And then from here, you can walk your dog, pedaling your feet alternately. Breathe. And just remember throughout your practice to pay attention to body sensations, modify as needed. And then on your next exhale, step your right foot through, lower the left knee. Inhale, twisting to the right. Exhale, lower your right hand. Inhale, float those arms up. Low crescent lunge, front extension if that feels good. Exhale, hands back down to the earth. And then sink those hips back, straightening the right leg for a half split. Inhale, walk your hands forward, straighten and lengthen the spine, looking forward. Exhale, just continue to transition between the two, syncing the breath with the movement. On your next inhale, looking forward. And exhale when you're ready. From here, step your way back through into your standing forward bend. Inhale, when you're ready, root to rise. Palms together. Exhale, find your way to your mountain pose. Tadasana. Inhale. Utthita Tadasana. Exhale. Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, rooting into the palms. Again, floating back to chaturanga or take a plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, transition to downward facing dog. And again, pedal those feet. Breathe and connect with body sensations. Slow down your practice as needed. Modify any time you need. Listen to your body. Exhale, step the left foot through, lower your right knee this time. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, lower that left hand. Inhale, low crescent lunge, front extension, cactus the arms. Exhale, press into the palms, and then sink those hips back, straighten the left leg if that feels good. Inhale, shift your weight forward, looking forward, lengthening through the crown. And find your rhythm here. Breath and movement connect. And then on your next exhale, step your way back through into your Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Inhale when you're ready, rooting to rise. Exhale to mountain. Inhale, float those arms up, extended mountain. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Swan dive into that fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, folding, press into the palms, floating to your chaturanga or take a plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Now from here, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend that right knee, activate the right foot. And then on your next exhale, bring the right leg through and transition from here to your pigeon pose. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown. Exhale, fold. So from here, just find your own rhythm with your breath, syncing movement with your breathing. And then when you're ready, on your next exhale, slide that left leg forward, cross it over the right. And then inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, gently twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. And then on your next inhale, untwisting back to center. Exhale, extend your left leg on a 45. Inhale, revolved head to knee. Stretch through the right side body. Exhale, transition. Inhale, stretch through the left side body, other way. And then from here, transition back to your pigeon if that works for you. And then back to your down dog. Just keep breathing here. If you need to pedal those feet. Inhale, left leg lifts this time. Exhale, bend the knee if that feels good. And then from here, bring that left leg through, transitioning to your pigeon. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, lift and lengthen up through the crown. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, lengthen. Now exhale, slide the right leg forward and then twisting gently to the right, looking back over the right shoulder if that feels good. Inhale, untwisting back to center, extending your right leg out on a 45. Inhale, stretching towards your right foot, revolved head to knee. Exhale, transition to the other side. Inhale, lengthen through the right side body. Exhale, transition back to your pigeon if that works for you. And then from there, back to your downward dog. And then pedal your feet again if that feels good. And then when you're ready on an inhale, shifting your weight forward, transitioning to your plank. And then exhale, bend your knees, lift and lengthen up through the tailbone to your down dog. And then just continue transitioning between plank and downward dog, syncing breath with movement, finding what works in your body. And then from here on your next exhale, down dog, and then you can step your right foot through, lower your left knee, and then keep your hands on the inside of your right foot for lizard pose. So either hands or forearms work, and that back knee can stay down, or you can lift it for the extra challenge, whatever your preference is. And then when this is complete, lower the left knee, and then press into your left palm, transitioning to your revolved low lunge, and then slide that right leg back, stacking it over the left for your side plank, and then bend your right knee. Flip that right leg over, wild thing. Exhale, transition to your fallen triangle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, transition. Inhale, wild thing again. Exhale, fallen triangle. So ultimately you're taking that right leg and sliding it through for fallen angel and flipping it over for wild thing. And then on an inhale, float your right leg up, three-legged dog. And then as you exhale, find your way back through to the top of your mat, standing forward bend. And then on an inhale, rooting to rise, floating those arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart for your mountain. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, swan dive into that standing forward bend. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, pressing into the palms, floating back to chaturanga or take a plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, transition to your downward dog. And then from here, on an inhale, shifting your weight forward, finding your way into your plank pose. And then you can bend your knees, lift up through the tailbone, back to your down dog. Inhale, coming to your plank. So find your rhythm here. If doing this in a wave-like motion is not available to you, then just find what works for you. Really connecting movement to breath. And then pause here in your plank. And then on your next exhale, shift your weight to a side plank on the right side. Bend that left knee, flipping that left leg over to your wild thing. Exhale, slide the left leg under the right leg for your fallen triangle. And then just transition between the two. Wild thing, inhaling as you open through the chest. Exhale, transition. Inhale, lengthen. And so ultimately you're just flipping that left leg over for your wild thing and sliding it under for your fallen triangle. So it's really about finding your rhythm and doing what works for you. And then finishing off on an inhale, three-legged dog. And then exhale, back to the top of the mat, standing forward bend. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, extended mountain. This time on an exhale, find your way to chair pose, Utkatasana. And then press your palms together, twisting gently to the right. Extend the arms if that feels good. Inhaling back to your chair. Sink into those hips. You should be able to see your toes. Exhale, twist to the left this time. Extending the arms again if you like. And then inhale, back to your chair. Lengthen from the tailbone up through the crown. Breathe, breathe. And then on an exhale from here, straighten the legs a little, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, root into the palms, floating to chaturanga or plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just remember to breathe here. And then I'm going to invite you on your next inhale to lower your knees and then come onto your forearms here. On an exhale, transitioning to your dolphin pose, lifting up through the tailbone. And then as you inhale, walk your feet back, sink the hips down, shoulders over elbows for your forearm plank. And then working the core here. Exhale, back to your dolphin. So modify this as needed. Inhale, back to your forearm plank. And then from here, exhale, lower your knees, sink the hips back for a child's pose. Just take a break here for a moment. Inhale. Now I'm going to guide you through camel pose here. Hands on the hips, thumbs at the front of the hips here. And then feel free to keep your hands on the hips, or if you find it accessible, you can reach your hands back to the backs of the heels. Draw those shoulder blades back, open through the heart, lifting through the chest, and draw those hip bones forward. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, child's pose. And then from your child's back to your downward facing dog whenever you're ready. So just, take a moment here. And then inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot through. Inhale, high crescent lunge. And then on an exhale, sink your hands down, interlace your fingers behind your low back, and then rotate your left foot to a 45-degree angle for your warrior one. Exhale, transition to your humble warrior. So you're bringing your torso in line with the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, back to your warrior one, and then exhale, straighten the right leg, pyramid pose, folding forward here. And then on your next inhale, bend that front knee, shift your weight forward, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, stacking the left hip over the right, left shoulder over the right. Activate that left foot. Breathe deep here. Find your drishti, your focal point. Exhale, back to your standing forward bend. And then on an inhale, root to rise. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, extended mountain again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, root into the palms, chaturanga or plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, back to your downward facing dog. And now from here, inhale, left leg lifts this time. And exhale, step the left foot through. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, sink your hands down, interlace the fingers at the low back. Rotate your right foot this time onto a 45-degree angle, warrior one. Exhale, humble warrior. So line your torso up on the inside of your left thigh. Arms can extend up towards the ceiling if that feels good. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, straighten that front leg, folding forward, your pyramid pose here. And then bend the left knee as you exhale, transition to your Ardha Chandrasana, other side. Inhale as you open and expand through the chest. Try to keep that right shoulder lifted, the right hip stacked over the left. Exhale, back to your standing forward bend. Inhale, rooting to rise. And exhale, back to your mountain pose. And lifting that left knee, active left foot. Inhale, step it back, high crescent lunge, draw those shoulder blades back. And exhale, bring that left leg forward again, hands to heart. Inhale, step it back, high crescent. And exhale, hands to heart. Really lift that left knee if you can, activate the left foot. Now pausing here, yogi's choice, you can go to tree pose, hand to toe pose, or if you prefer, extended hand to toe. So you choose the variation that works for you. Remember to breathe, find your drishti, your focal point, and then on an exhale, release. And then if you're feeling stable, you can go right into your eagle, crossing the left thigh over the right, wrap the left toes around the back of your right ankle, and then you do the opposite with the arm. So the right arm crosses over the left, gazing forward, lengthen the spine, sinking into those hips. Breathe. On an inhale, release to your extended mountain. Exhale to mountain. And now the other side. Right knee lifts. Nice active foot here. Inhale, step it back, high crescent. Exhale, hands to heart. Lift that right knee, activate that right foot. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, coming forward again. And inhale, step it back one last time here. And just preparing as you come forward to pause here and choose whether you want to go into tree, extended hand to toe, or just regular hand to toe, whichever is your preference. Just remember to really start with a firm mountain, gazing forward. Keep the spine nice and long. Breathe deep into your belly. And then on an exhale, you can release and transition directly into your eagle, this time right leg crossing over the left. So if you need to take breaks in between, do so. And then left arm crosses over the right this time. Find your drishti, sinking into the hips, really lengthening the spine up through the crown. This is a challenging pose, so, release judgment, go with the flow here. And then exhale, back to your mountain. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, hinge of the hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, press into the palms, float back chaturanga or plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. And now from here, I invite you to close off with me, finding your way into a child's, or if you prefer, transition into your corpse pose for Shavasana. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. Namaste.